The new zombie Forcefield. Tell no one what I'm about to show you. Why? Well, for the very simple reason that the Thumpins will nerf it and stop it from working. Nah, I'm just kidding. I mean, it is true that they will be nerfing it, but you definitely should be sharing it with all your friends. Share it on Twitter, share it on Discord, anywhere. Just not with the Thumpins. Let's keep it as our community secret. Spread it mouth to mouth, or maybe keyboard to keyboard. Let's keep COVID at bay. And they will never know, as they don't watch my videos. So what is this big secret? Well, if you've played 7 Days to Die for the last few years, you know there were blocks which were labeled zombie force fields, or as I like to call it, a zombie repellent setup, as that's much more accurate, where you could walk, run, drive over, but the zombies didn't dare to. It's useful for controlling that zombie behavior while still giving you full access, made for some cool bases that you could build by far. But where we used to utilize arrow slits, which were broken by the Thumpins, I accidentally ran across a block that is really cool for some other purposes and decided to try it out. And lo and behold, it works. Zombies keep off it. But how does it work? Let's analyze. And well, they are walking really slowly here. Hello? They're not supposed to be walking at all. Oh, sometimes a lady in high heels will not stop walking. Anyways, in short, I'm standing on these blocks here that surround me with all these other blocks. Simple, right? And as you could see, the zombies are, well, they're avoiding it except for some reason now, when she wanted to walk in it, something was wrong with the AI. It was supposed to be stopping. Apparently not stopping 100%, but anyway. When I go over to the other side, you'll see they go back and try to go around. Like these ones. I mean, they obviously could have gone across here if they wanted to. I come over here. They're like, yep, let me slowly walk around. Hey, lady. And so on. Pretty straightforward. Let's pause them again. But I am effectively directing where they're pathing. Isn't that cool? But how does it work? Well, to understand that, there are really two aspects. One is that I'm actually standing on top of a pit that I dug under. You know, this is not just a block and then nothing below. If I go down here, it's actually a pit that I painted black. And two, the blocks are actually not force fields. But then, how does it work? Well, it's actually pretty simple. It's an interesting aspect of the zombies. There are some blocks, and the arrow slits was one of them, and this one is another one, where the zombies actually don't see them as a block they can walk on. So, it's not that they are avoiding walking on the blocks, they're actually avoiding walking in thin air. They think this is just a pit. They can walk on the side, they can walk here, but they think that all these other black blocks are basically not even there. So they don't try to walk on it. They do sometimes end up on top of it. See if I can make that happen. If I get closer, you'll see sometimes that they actually end up walking on top of it, like here. She got passed into it, and then she's like, yeah, let me try to dig down, and then they'll resume going back to where they actually can path. Sometimes they decide that, hey, you know, let me just bash something, let me kneel down, and no, it's not for another purpose. And then they resume their pathing and try to go around because they can accidentally end up on it even though they don't actually want to. Just like if there was nothing here, they would accidentally just walk and fall down into the pit because they think it's simply a pit with this funny red shape that is sticking out of it, which is why they're trying to path here. But then, how do we build that? Well, I'm glad you asked. Let's make a little bit of a hole here. Let's put down some dynamite. I mean, dynamite are always, you know, good ways of making holes. Let's have them blow up here. There we go. See, this is a pretty nice place. Let's throw down a few more to get rid of some of these ones here. Because, of course, we want to have a bigger hole. Okay, that doesn't make any hole. That's weird. Blow up. There we go. Let's take out this as well. Now, this is not a very nice hole. As you can tell, it's not very even, but it doesn't really matter. Then, the block... Yeah. Keep falling down. The block we're looking for is this, let's see here. You come back here and you'll see it's called a wedge 60 split left. Very weird name, isn't it? If you go into wedge, let's type that properly. You go down to wedge, and you'll see them down here. There's a left and a right. Doesn't matter which one you use. And all you need to do is hold R, go to advanced, click a few times until you get this shape that it's laying down. And all of a sudden, you can build this out. And then I'm just going to put some regular blocks here just to let you see how it actually works. Let's put them like so. And done. So now basically we have pit here, basically a hole. And we have a bunch of this. Let's change the time a little bit to daytime so it's to see. We have a bunch of these wedge ones, and I have the regular ones. So if I spawn, we spawn a bunch of party girls. They're always nice. Enable the AI, you'll see. They're trying to go around. Now they might walk on top of some of them simply because it's not a terribly even. But you see, normally they try to get around here. Sometimes, oh, she got stuck there, so she's fine. But see, they're all going around here. Except for her that basically don't know that I'm here. I come over here, and they're going back. That's basically how easy it is to build. And you might be thinking, oh, fine, that's the dumbest thing ever. Why do you actually care about doing that? Well, let me give you one example. This is going to be a really simple base build. So what I've done here, I basically put a pillar down below just so I have some more stability. Let's say I wanted to make a tower here. And this is my entryway. You need to have some way for the zombies to actually get to you. If you fill it all out here, they will basically stand around here and they'll start digging and bashing the box here because they don't have any path. So you have to give them one way to you. You can of course walk here, you can drive here, you can park your vehicle safely, not a problem, but you want to give the zombies a way to get to you. And because the zombies have a way to get to you, they of course can kill you, which of course you want to avoid. So we're going to do something like this. We're going to put a trigger plate. And we're going to put, let's put something like this. A trigger plate there. We're going to have the dart traps there. Let's load them up with some darts. Load this one up as well. Simple, simple. Lock it in. We're going to put down a generator bank. Like so. And we're going to put some engines. We're going to turn on. We're going to refuel it. Yes, I can have 999 of the fuel because I just made a small mod just to test that out because that's what I want to have on my server. And I am on alpha 21.0. You might be saying, hey, how come he's got the hunger and thirst bars down here? Well, it's because I put a mod because I don't like to have it below here. I'd like to have it here, but that's beside the point. Let's turn it on. Running. Let me get this one. So I'm going to connect the generator, trigger plate, the dart trap with the other dart trap. What happens? Step here, and that's being shown. So this is my base entrance. I'm not going to be using it, but the zombies are going to be using it. Well, hopefully. So let's spawn in a few zombies here. Let's enable the AI and say, hey, ladies! And almost did. They did make it through, you know, because this is a really simple setup. They, you know, it's shooting everything. There's no electric. Just hear something. Hey, come over here, lady. Is it Arlene? Marlene. Hey, Marlene. Okay. This one didn't make it. How about you walk over here? Normally, of course, if you want to do this, you probably have some electric fences and everything to slow them down. And like that. And again, let me do electric fences. Let's put a couple of... No, that's not fence. That. Let's put an electric fence here. Put electric fence there. Let's connect that. There. Do it. There. Simple enough. Now we've really made it a lot more powerful because they should be stunned there. Either walk up here. And look at that. Because they're stunned, they suffer a lot more damage. And of course they're taking damage from the electric fences as well. And they can't even move. Huh. Well. Oh no. Oh. Oh, the head fell down. Oh, that is so cool. I mean, gruesome. That is so gruesome. You see, very simple setup. Dart traps, put an electric fence. Of course, you could have something else. You could have blade traps and stuff like that. But the zombies will always be coming here. Even if I spawn them over here, normally they will start walking around because, well, they can't walk here. The thing is midair. And, you know, zombies don't like to fly. Oh, she's like, no, I want to beat something. And then they walk over. And gonna die. Hey, oh, loot. Yes, loot. Do that. See how simple that is? And you're probably saying, hey, what if I just make the pit and everything? I don't need to put all these things down. And that's correct. You actually don't. However, by putting this down, it means that if I want to have my, say, my truck, bam. I mean, it's going to be safe here. The zombies can't actually hurt it here, and I can park it here very nicely. Well, almost very nicely. I mean, it's sort of nicely. If you wanted to get to your base, well, you just walk over here. If you just have a pit with open air, you can't do that. Then you need to have a second way in because you don't want to get hit by your own. Oh, the dot traps didn't. Oh, they didn't trigger because the generator's off. Duh. So then you would have to have a second way in and everything. Here, you just put it like this. If you want to go and fight the zombies hand to hand, you can walk up to them, hit them a few times, and they will not be following you. I'm sure you can think of many cool base concepts utilizing this trick. And let's be clear, it is a trick. It works because the block has a weird or missing zombie path property, so they don't recognize it as a block they can walk on. But hey, who cares? It's simply for the fun of it, to have a different base design, different visual for when you're bored with a traditional base. So don't forget, make sure you like, make sure you subscribe, and share this updated zombie Forcefield block with your friends. Not with the fun pimps. Pinky swear. Catch you next time.